everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Brianna and this video is how to run your household efficiently once you go from being single to being in a relationship, living with somebody, or having a baby, being married, engaged. I want to explain to you guys how I found it best for me to learn how to run my household. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about this, and this is like a very big transition slash step in your life, and it would be nice if you had a little bit of context or some information or even some tips. So I'm here to do that for you guys. I post videos twice a week, Sundays and Wednesdays, so I hope you guys will subscribe down below, and if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and a comment, and let's get into it now. This video is to really help you guys figure out what your routine is going to be, and that's the importance I want to emphasize here. It's your routine, what works for your household, because not every household is the same. They're actually very different. Yes, there's similarities. That's why this is going to be helpful for you. But I want you to remember, not every single tip that you see out there you have to do. Take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. So I was just becoming a mom, and I literally, I didn't have my home under wraps. I didn't have a routine or anything. I was super overwhelmed. For some odd reason, while I was pregnant and still now, clutter and messes bug me when previously that didn't. So how did I deal with these things? Obviously, I had to implement different things, and this took trial and error. So the first tip I want to give you guys is when you're going to be living with somebody else, whether that be your partner, a family member, friends, roommates, whatever, you need to lay out responsibilities off the bat. You don't want to wait until you're living for a few weeks, months, and then things are starting to irritate you, and that's when it's brought up. You want to do it prior, and then you guys move forward knowing exactly what's expected of you guys, because you are sharing a space together. For example, me and my fiance, we spoke about what our responsibilities were going to be, and then as time goes on, you tweak and adjust to how you feel like it's gonna work better. But at least we had a base. So you wanna talk about responsibilities for your home, and then you want to, or even just tasks, who's gonna go grocery shopping, or are you guys gonna do it together? Who's gonna cook dinner? Who's gonna clean? Who's gonna take the trash? Who's gonna do laundry? Just things like that, so you guys are running well, you know? We don't need more stress. So I highly suggest that. I can't emphasize that enough. Do that first. Do not go into the situation or going into living with somebody, or if you get married and you guys never live together, without having a talk about responsibilities for the house, because, or even maybe within that first week, lay it out, because you don't want to have passive aggressiveness occur. Next, I want to, how I mentioned that you just build on that. So you may have to tweak things or change things, but at least you guys spoke about it to begin with. So it's not going to come to a surprise. For instance, if your partner was saying, I'm going to take out the garbage, and they're not taking out the garbage the days that garbage is, or if the trash is full and they're not taking it out, you could mention something hey, I know we discussed this and things might get busy, but please have a schedule for yourself of when you take the garbage out. So I'm habit stacking, and I want to explain to you guys what that is, because that is so helpful when you're trying to incorporate new routines into your lifestyle and just run your house more efficiently. So for instance, I wouldn't pick up every day. I wouldn't tidy up every day. I would say, okay, twice a week on Wednesdays and let's say Sundays, I'm gonna clean. All the other days, I would not pick up. You guys, I would not pick up nothing. The only thing I would do is wipe down the dining room table and wipe down the counter, and that's it. I didn't vacuum as much as I do now. I didn't mop as much as I do now. I would literally just clean on those 2 days. Well, guess what? You end up just cleaning so much. So for instance, habits, for me, how I incorporated habit stacking is, I was like, okay, I want to tidy up every single day, and I want to have those 2 designated cleaning days, cleaning sessions. But I don't want to do it all day, because, I have a baby now. I don't want to do that. I want to be doing other things that I actually want to do, hang out with my family, going out, things like that. I only cleaned twice a week. So from there, I incorporate, okay, I was like, okay, every night I'm going to wipe down the counters and vacuum. So that's how I started. I started one night extra besides the 2 cleaning days. I did that. Then I incorporated another day. I did that. And this took me about 2 weeks to it actually tidy up every single night. Every single night I tidy up without a doubt. I put away all the toys. I vacuum and I do like a Swiffer, but it's the Lidman mop. I do that. I wipe down other counters. I clean the stove. I clean the kitchen. Like, these are like quick things. This takes me about like maybe 30 minutes to an hour, depending how slow I want to do it or how fast I want to do it. Or let's say you never make your bed, like ever, and you want to start making your bed. Every day, like one day you're gonna be like, okay, so I'm gonna, in order for me to get my morning coffee, I'm going to make my bed. And then you stop. Then after I get my morning coffee, like say you want to work out, I'm going to go work out. This is going off on a tangent. I'm just trying to give you guys examples of what habit stacking is. And I find this to be more efficient and sufficient than quitting a bad habit and not replacing it with anything. You want to either replace it with a good habit or work your way away from that habit. Everything is basically little by little. You don't want to just rip it under you if you know that you failed at that multiple times. To run your household effectively, it's going to take you time. You need to adjust and you need to give yourself grace. Do not be too strict with your plans that you have, because routines are everything, I believe, in order to run your household effectively and efficiently. I was more of that type of person pre-baby and even post-baby, when my son was a newborn, that just was on the, like, spontaneously would decide to do things like, oh, let me just do this today, or let me just clean, or let me do this random thing in the morning, let me do this random thing in the evening. And you know what, it ends up being a big waste of time for me. When you have routines, like, I know right now morning routines are a big thing, but I'm an afternoon routine person and I'm an evening routine person. My mornings are very slow because I'm not a morning person. I do have to get up early because I have a baby. But if I didn't have a baby, I would be getting up at like 9-10 o'clock in the morning if I didn't have to go to work that day, and have like my slow morning. Because once 12 hits, I don't know what it is, but I'm like, okay, like, let's go, let's start this day. And then I finish my day maybe around like 6 or so. But then I do, well, my schedule's a little different because I have a child, so then I do all the things for my kids throughout the entire day, and then I leave myself a window of time in the evening to hang out with my fiance or to do the things that I want to do. But I just want to say, it's a routine. It doesn't just have to be a morning routine. You could have a night routine, an afternoon routine, a midday routine, however you want, but have a routine. I'm telling you guys, this is so effective. Like, it could change. It changes everything. And I was never like that. I was like, I can't have a schedule. I can't have these things like that. Whatever. No, you need to have some type of structure in order to be effective, right? Because if you're always doing whatever, things are getting half done, things are getting missed, and things like that. And then on top of that, you just know what to expect. You just run better on a routine. Unless you're really somebody who's 100% like against the routine, then that's fine. But I found that having routine has actually really, really helped me. So I just want to summarize everything for you about how to run your household effectively and efficiently. And my number one thing is give yourself time and have grace. Like, you guys, it took me a year. Actually a little over a year, maybe. I want to say like a year and a half, almost a year and a half, to really feel comfortable and proud of how I run my household. And it's not running it like a drill sergeant, it's just running it for efficiency and effectiveness. Have a routine, or have multiple routines. Like, literally, you got as many routines as you want, and then also communicate that with like your partner or whoever you're living with, so they're on the same page, and maybe they want to match up their routines with you, or you guys could share the routine. Also talk about chores and who's going to do what and how it's going to be done. The third thing is it will be trial and error. Maybe you'll get the how to work together and to build those routines, and you build your own routine of how you want your day to go in order for your house to run smoothly. So you just want to see like what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and it's all about just trying things out and leaving what doesn't and continuing with what does. And then you also want to habit stack. So if you have a bad habit or something that you feel like it's not helping you, then you could switch it out for the habit that you'd like to do, or you could stack it. And then my last thing is, by the way, I'm looking down at my phone. You want to plan out things. Like, you want to be more structured, but not too strict, right? Because like I told you guys, I'm not really a structured person, but in some sense I have to be. If you ever looked at a child, children run best on routine, and there's a reason for that. And you guys, we were all once children before, so why wouldn't we run really good on routine? This has really helped me feel better about my home, feel better in my home. It makes me feel better when I'm doing the task because I have a clearer mind and I'm not so like going back and forth or whatever. I just felt like a lot of people don't talk about how to run your household, so I hope this video was helpful for you guys. And just leave a comment down below, like, and subscribe, and I really appreciate all you guys' support, and have a great day. And yeah, today's such a nice day. Just go out, breathe some air, and bye guys.